riffin'. Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. That's EST. Just riffin'. Special guest and tech and talk. A musicology. Just riffin'. Coming to you live at the same time. Here every week. Just riffin'. Jump in the room. Let's chop it up. It really ain't that deep. Just riffin'.
What's up, everybody? Always starting there, Anyway, welcome to Just Riffin'. This is one of your hosts, Hefner. I got J6, aka Cooks, aka Cookie Rabinowitz, in the building with us per usual. This is Just Riffin'. We do it every Tuesday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, powered by Rug Radio. Happy to be here. We got an awesome guest today. I've been messing with this app for a while, and we had the CEO on the show and the founder on the show a while back from Hook Music app. And from Hook Music, we got Ben with us. He's also a producer. We're going to get music producer. We're going to get deep into it with him, find out more about him and what brought him to Hook and what's going on with Hook, because Hook is really a fun app if you are into music, period, and you like to have fun and hear things your own way. Hook Music app allows you to remix, mash up songs and just really have fun. They have a leaderboard, whole bunch of fun stuff. They do giveaways. It's fun to be there. I've been messing with it since the beginning, and since we had I don't want to mess up his name, but the CEO from Hook Music app on our show. And so I'm excited to have Ben here. He is the head of, I believe, the community. So we're going to jam out with him. We're going to riff with him today. Cookie, how you been? What's going on with you? Also, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for being here with us. We appreciate your support. Cookie, what's going on? Talk to us.
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, man, I'm psyched. We have Hook on the show today. I'm still waiting for my hat. Actually, I don't wear hats, but we need some Hook hats though. We'll give them away.
I have a Hook hat somewhere, actually. They sent it to me, and I don't know. It might be on the other side over there. I should have had it over here for the show.
You like your hats. You like your hats, lazy. So you could represent Hook. That'll be great.
Yeah. But Ben is wearing his hat. Ben is repping Hook, so you're going to see Ben's hat, and we're going to get you a hat. We'll make sure we get you a hat. That's for sure.
That's okay. My girlfriend will just steal it anyway. She loves hats. She wears hats all the time. I never wear hats. I think it's a bad message for the children. I like to wear my lack of follicle health in public and represent.
That's right.
But,
that's awesome. Yeah, dude. I'll wear hats. I love hats. That's since yeah. Hats are dope, depending on the message. Like this one here, like wrecked. We're about to get wrecked. So yeah, so we have a Ben on the show with Hook, and you produce also. You're a musician as well, and have you messed with Hook, to like make your own things on there? And I know that when we had I'm going to mess his name up. I don't want to. But when we had the CEO for Hook Music app, there was a discussion also that you were going to maybe send some music into them. Did you ever get a chance to do that? I never followed up with you on that.
I did not. Right now, I don't have any of my music on any streaming platforms. I'm as you could know, I'm recording a new album, and then I have I'm re-releasing a bunch of music. But I might be doing that through I'm talking with a label right now, so I can't really just put it just anywhere. But I have messed with the app as a user, and messing with the remixes of it, and like you said, it is a lot of fun. It's very cool. I could see how a lot of people would dive in and really have a kick out of it, because you can take, like, it's funny, I was talking about the app with my girlfriend, and I wanted her to try out, because I was like, it's crazy, you can take like Christopher Cross sailing and turn it into a reggaeton beat, for example,
right.
And she was like, ew, who would want to do that? And I was like, exactly, that's why it's cool, because you can just do whatever you can wildly think of,
So much fun.
And it works really well. Like the different options it gives you are very interesting and fun. And I mean, it's something like if I was like stuck waiting on for an airplane, or if I was whatever, you're in a waiting room of a doctor's office, I could totally see
you could do it anywhere.
And that the phone thing makes it a game changer too, because you can kind of just have fun with music if you don't have like, even if you make music and you record it all yourself and you do that, if you're somewhere and you have to kill a little time and you have your phone on you, it's a way for you to still kind of, you know, have fun and make music without having all your gear and your guitars, your instruments, or
Yeah.
whatever. You can just kind of pick this thing up,
You just
and
need your
that could
phone. That's
inspire
it.
ideas. And that could inspire ideas that you take home with you. If you're actually a songwriter or something, you can take some of those ideas and be inspired by them, as opposed to just prompting up someplace to say, hey, write me a song about, you know, hearts and being apart. You can take these mixes that other real humans made, and you can reassemble them and then inspire
To your, yeah.
somehow. It's
Yeah,
cool,
you
you
could
know.
you remix them, you mash them up to your liking, to what your ear hears. I'm always trying to do something different on there. I know Ben, our guest on the show today, he also makes music, and he's has an account. He's on there, obviously, you know, and so there's all these different takes on the music itself that you hear, because everybody has the opportunity to remix or to mess with the same. All the music is up there, so I can do the same song you're doing, but the outcome is gonna be totally different every time. I know that there's the use of AI that they have. When we had Homie on the show, we discussed the Hook Music app, where it's backed by, you know, back end is AI, where it's manipulating the music and mashing together, which is really, really a cool tech. That, you know, I think Hook is maybe the first to come out that I know of to use this tech. You know, for people that aren't the musicians themselves to actually use. The thing I like about Hook also is that it's introducing me to new artists, man, because there's some people on there that I just haven't heard, I haven't listened to before, you know. And while I'm on the app, not listening to my normal YouTube music when I want to listen to music, it really does allow me to find out about new artists. There was this group called, I can't remember their name, Patagram or something like this. Ben could bring that up, but I remixed the song. I'm like, I love this song, and it was this kid. Everybody's a kid, you know, when we're in our 50s, right? So this young man, Ian Asher, who I just found out, like DJ, you know, producer, I guess, and he found this song. This song, I believe, is like, I want to say 12, 13 years old, maybe 11 years old. And he brought it back. I think that's what happened. And so now I'm hearing this song for the first time, but then that led me to the group, and I'm blown away by them as a group itself and their production. So yeah, like I said, it opens up, you know, your mind to other artists as well.
It's true. And it's just, you know, what you struck me about the big thing that struck me about that whole thing you just said was, and this isn't you, this is just the way society's moving so fast. It's like you really dug this song, but you couldn't even remember the name of the group, you know? Speaking about
Because
being
it was
around
one of
for,
those, yeah, Patagram, just because
well, I mean,
I'm
well,
bad with
no,
names, man.
well, no, I think it's deeper than that. I think, you know, and it's not about us being when we were younger. I think it's about society when society was younger. You know, we valued that connection as much as we valued the music. But now we kind of get it fast and cheap, and it's like, oh, okay, I dig this, and you do sincerely like it.
Yeah, I want to cut you off. It's Fanagram. That's, I had an issue with the remembering.
You never heard of Fanagram? They're fucking awesome, man.
Okay, so yeah.
I've been spinning them in the club for like 10 years, man.
Okay, so look, I fucking never heard of them. I never heard the song, never heard the music, and then I'm hearing it now for the first time. And that's why I'm like, how have I never heard of them or know of them? When I went back to do the research and I looked on YouTube and I see the video for the original song is like 11 years ago, 12 years ago. I'm like, how in the hell do I not know who these people are? But look, there's new music every day. There's so much music you can't hear it all, and unfortunately,
that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
That's my point, and I think that's awesome that like Fanagram is on Hook, and they're hitting it, and Hook is introducing these artists, because that's another thing I was saying. Like today, there's so much music out there, and that's another thing that was different about years ago, you know, because and it's a lot easier to discover stuff. But at the same time, there's an artist like Fanagram that you've never heard of,
right?
But they have a huge following. Where back in the day, it was like you had, you know what, you had like 4 bands that were like dominating people's mind share at the time. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but now there's all pockets of bands that have huge and very successful careers. So it's interesting to me. It's interesting to me, but we don't necessarily. There's a broader range of passive listeners, I should say, where before, if you were a fan, you were a fan.
Yeah, you read the liner notes, you read the back of the album covers, you looked at the labels, you know, you nerded out on all that stuff. All right, so let's not talk any further. Let's bring Ben up from Hook Music. Let's get into it with him. And I also have a song from one of our previous guests that I want to play. I'll play it at the end of the show. It's from Spotty Wi-Fi. So we got Spotty's new song. I got to make sure it's loaded up in here. Which I think it is. Yes, it is. Yep. And just riffing. All right, we are just riffing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, thank you so much for tuning in. We do this every Tuesday. It's Just Riffing, powered by Rug Radio. Today on our show, we have Ben from Hook Music app. Ben is also a producer himself. I want to welcome Ben to the stage. Ben, welcome to Just Riffing. How you doing today?
Doing good. Appreciate you guys having me on. Yeah, I know you guys had G on a while back, and
G is a better way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what pretty much everyone calls.
What up, G?
Yep. What up, G? Happy to be here, and appreciate you guys having me on.
Cool, man. All right, so I met you through the app, because you're on there. That's how I knew of you. I found out about you, and so you also produce music as well. So I want to talk about your production, like you producing and you being in music. But prior to getting to Hook, we're gonna find out how you got to Hook. But tell us a little bit about your background and production wise.
Yeah, so. I mostly actually write and record. I do produce a little bit, but mostly on the writing, recording side. But yeah, it stems back to middle school. I've been making music for over 12 years. And essentially, it actually started with a Spanish rap assignment, of all things. And so I was assigned to do, a Spanish rap. And so we played around with GarageBand, and I guess it stuck with me since. And throughout the years, I've experimented with different forms of mostly subgenres of hip hop, and writing, recording, producing, performing, sort of the whole bunch, and have definitely taken my sound to a different areas of kind of messing with dance influences and house music. So I kind of make a fusion of house music and rap, sort of like house rap is what I call it nowadays. And I found a cool lane in that, on that front. And so that's what I'm doing now. But I mean, in between then, I just experimented with writing, and it has always been a special thing to me. It's started out as fun, and also then turned into like something that I could use as a coping mechanism, and to a certain extent to connect with, sort of just, find a way to put experiences, emotions, etc., all down into a song, to where it turned into much more than just fun. It's really turned into something that is really my life. Is music has always been awesome. A huge part of it. And so I mean, I followed that path, and I actually graduated with a major in Africana Studies with an emphasis in hip hop cultures, which is very specific.
Where'd you grow up at?
Here in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay.
I went to the University of Arizona and went that route for my major. I started as a music major, and shifted to the Africana Studies program to really dive into the hip hop side of things. I initially wanted to be an A&R. I wanted to work at a label and sort of sign talent, and like, because I had always had a knack for like finding artists that
hearing it, right?
Yeah. So like, there's a number of artists that I was like listening to way before they even blew up. And so I was like, I think I could be good at, maybe breaking artists and sort of working alongside them.
I mean, that's how it starts. Why did you maneuver away from that, from wanting to do it?
Yeah, so I graduated in 2020 at the peak of COVID. And so like everything internship wise and whatnot with the labels kind of all fell through. I was supposed to go up to Capitol Records in LA for an internship, and it fell through. And all of that kind of sizzled away in regards to like internship opportunities and whatnot for on the A&R front. So I pivoted, and so I actually was a real estate agent for a year. Did not like that. So I shifted away from that, and then I worked in the Web3 space for over 2 years. So I actually worked.
What were you doing? What were you doing on the Web3 side of things? Because we're all in Web3 as well.
Yeah. So I was a community manager for Knights of Degen and League DAO, which are League DAO was technically acquired by Knights of Degen, and it was a fantasy sports platform built with blockchain tech, and Knights of Degen was also like or technically is, like an NFT community fused with the fantasy sports aspect. So yeah, I worked as a community manager on that front for about 2 years, leading the Discord and socials, and it was a really good experience. So
all this happens. You go to school. Obviously, passion is music. The A&R thing doesn't work out. Like, it's really like relationships, really who you know and who knows what, and forget about it. We've been in the music industry for a long time, Cookie and I, and people just get stepped on left and right. It's not an easy road to go down. It's great in your mind, but when you get to that business side of things, it's really cutthroat. It's very, very terrible. So that happens, and you do your thing. Now you're into real estate, and you fucking hate real estate. Like, come on, like, watching paint dry, I guess, for a musician, right? So and then you find Web3, you find NFTs, you're in this space, you become a community manager. First of all, what brought you to that? Why'd you want to be a community manager from your real passion, which is music, and then how did you get away from that community to Hook being probably the next community, right?
Yeah. So I actually started like studying and going down the rabbit hole of blockchain and Web3 in college, and early in college.
What brought you to it? What I just want to know, because we're going to get into the story, but what was that light bulb? What was that flash that said, go do this?
Yeah, it was on Reddit, and it was just, I just found it really interesting, just the notion behind, of course Bitcoin, but also these different coins that are creating ecosystems around them and creating different.
And you had no inclination of the blockchain or Web3 for that matter. This was just something you found and you read, you stumbled upon.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it came from a specific friend, but to be honest, I can't remember like the exact thing that led me down it. But once I did start learning about it, I started to get really into the weeds. And so outside of music, like general innovation and technology, it has always been a big interest to me, and that's also why Hook has like been such a great a great match for just what I'm interested in, is just music and tech. So it's like a great combo. But yeah, crypto and Web3 and all that has always been an interest to me, and I still am in the space on the backside of just like researching myself and getting into like just seeing what's going on, because I like to follow the space, especially working in the space for a couple
years.
Are
there any communities that you're currently in, NFT wise? Are you part of anything that we would know?
I hold just a lot of art, like from artists. So like I have, I'd have to check my vault and stuff, but I have all the stuff that I bought from years ago, and I haven't really bought many at all recently NFT wise. But I would be interested to see, like, I haven't really been too on the radar for like looking into NFT communities right now, but I have seen the Rect community, and like I know the Rug Radio, like that's definitely super cool group of folks working on that, and that's cool that they sponsor the show. But I haven't been too into the NFT side, at least recently.
What about on the music side of the blockchain? You being in music, did you ever see, or do you see a real connection that musicians can make with the blockchain? Not music NFTs, because that's so, I don't know. It just seems so whatever, blah to me. I'm talking like musicians actually utilizing the blockchain for more than just an NFT.
Yeah, I think there's definitely routes for blockchain technology to like help artists with communities and sort of unlock a new way to connect with their communities. I don't really know the exact answer. I feel like there still needs to be a lot more experimentation. I don't know if that falls into the bucket of, having a coin and or like I could see an NFT where, it unlocks you an experience. So you get into this exclusive Discord channel with the artist, you get exclusive access to certain events. So like there's the smaller things like that where I could definitely see that being a benefit, but I feel like that's still
good though. At least the wheels are in motion in your mind and you're thinking what can be, how can it help? That's awesome that you at least took the initiative on your own, just in your own head, to think of these things. Not many people do.
Yeah, and I've experimented with like stuff like sound.xyz, which I'm not sure if they're actually running anymore. I think they kind of pivoted into a different lane of I think they're doing like the vault, it's called like vault something, where you can sort of pay for a membership to get early access to certain music, which I could see that being cool as well. But I do feel like, there's a lot of experimentation that needs to be done still on the music side of Web3. But I do think there are definitely ways to create cool experiences and actually utilize the tech to where it benefits both the artists and consumers / their communities.
For sure. I want to pass the mic to Cookie because I've been over here just blabbing away with questions. Cookie, go ahead. Grab the mic, dude.
No, I like all the talk about Web3. I mean, have my thoughts on that, but I want to actually pivot to this whole remixing strategy and this app you guys are have out and people are using. And I've been reading a lot about new products that Spotify's shipping into its platform that are going to allow some DJ type capabilities. Now, they were kind of vague in general about it. They didn't really mention something similar to what Hook offers. But I think it's interesting, especially with all the recent bad press with Spotify between, whatever, the CEO investing in drones, whatever it is. I mean, but I'm curious to think if you guys are thinking of this, like these bigger platforms, and if some of your strategy may be actually sharing your tech with these bigger platforms, or otherwise, I think what you guys are building, from what I understand, like the artists agree to have their music on your platform. So it's a mutual agreement, where Spotify, I'm not a lawyer. I did dig into the terms of service a little bit, but vaguely to me, without giving an expert opinion, and from other things I've seen in different documentation on it and other podcasts as well. Shout out to Top Music Attorney. She has a lot of great stuff on music stuff on the show. But there's basically, when you use an aggregator to distribute to these digital platforms, in the term of service already, you're vaguely stating that they can already repurpose your music. For instance, if you have your music on Spotify, they chop a 30-second preview, and these other platforms. And that basically gives the broad term of, hey, repurposing the music, which they could extend out to, hypothetically, hey, we can repurpose it so other people can mix it, mash it up, crossfade it, and do whatever, and not pay the artist. Not to focus on the payment, and I'm rambling on, so I should just let you chime in, but what are your thoughts on any of this stuff?
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. I have been seeing some of the new tooling that Spotify is like rolling out or going to be rolling out. And the team is always looking into what the industry is doing, what different platforms are pushing out. And you mentioned like the possibility of other platforms using our tech. I definitely think that is a possibility. I can't speak to it like personally, like what that would look like exactly, but it wouldn't surprise me if down the line there were certain aspects of tech built on our end that were used across different platforms. Our tech team, AI team, is like building some really, really exciting stuff that I think is quite groundbreaking and will definitely make a lot of just what we're doing easier, but also could, generally help the whole music industry when it comes to remixing and mashup culture, remix culture in general. Very, very exciting. So I think it's interesting on that front. I'm not exactly sure about the mashups and remixes on the Spotify side, what that would look like. I'll have to look into that more. But definitely that would be interesting. But yeah, not paying artists for that would not be great.
I want to ask you one other thing just pertaining to that too. Along with the Spotify tools, and not to talk about Spotify, I want to talk about your app. I think it's really cool. But one thing that did interest to me them is, so on a side note, I actually use Spotify sometimes to DJ. I know it's terrible. Most DJs would shit on me for that, but real DJs would at least. I'm not a real DJ. I'm a poser DJ, but they're implementing these DJ tools to like crossfade and stuff into it, which to me, I'm like, oh my God, this will make it so like convenient at work. Do you ever see Hook incorporating that type of stuff, like where songs are queued up, or is there now? I didn't see it in there, but like where you could have a place and crossfade and,
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. We actually just rolled out our player feature. So now you can technically, like close the app and still play some of the hooks. And also in-app sort of have like a new player feature to where it's sort of gearing towards more of the consumer side of the app. And yeah, I think queuing and crossfading is definitely something that we want to explore and create to give you that opportunity to not only come into the app to create, but also to consume and also just use it to play music. Like you could plug it in at a house party or wherever. I mean, even a gig and sort of DJ your way from your phone. Ultimately, that would be I think that would be so sick. And yeah, we want to open up more pathways to use the app and stuff like that.
What about selling the actual songs on the app? Is that a thought that, where people are already there and let's say they like the song, instead of them going to another place to purchase it or to buy it, would they be able to purchase it right then and there from the app? Is this something that Hook is implementing, or is that not even close to like what you guys are trying to do?
Are you do you mean like just the original track, like
personally?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that like we're focusing on at the moment, but it could be definitely something that we lean into eventually. But at the moment, I don't think that's something that we're really focused on. But I don't hate that idea at all. I think that could be actually interesting. And I mean, if there's more ways to connect the community and fans with the artists, and like there's maybe some different perks to purchasing it through our app, maybe that could be a cool aspect of finding new ways to connect fans with the artists.
Sure, 100%. So I want to backtrack a bit, because we kind of just jumped into Hook, but what got you to Hook? What brought you to Hook? What were you? How did it? Did they come to you? Somebody from Hook? Did you just reach out to Hook? Like, how did you find out about Hook?
Yeah, so I actually found out about Hook through Jesse Cannon, who has a YouTube channel. He makes a ton of content for artists, mostly he kind of jumps into all forms of artist marketing, and sort of diving into the world of how artists can go about breaking and whatnot. And he dives into a ton of different, he always is mentioning different apps, different companies. And he just flagged Hook one day and was like, maybe you can go on and start remixing tracks that are sort of in your style of music that you make, and put it on your own socials to sort of try and gain some eyes from folks that like that sound, that might adapt to liking your own music as well. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I'll play around with it. And at the time I was looking for a new gig, and I looked on their website. They had a community manager intern role. And so I applied with my experience as a community manager. I joined and as a contractor, and then from there was able to join full time and sort of take a bigger role in the marketing side, community side. So yeah, that's how it worked. And so if I didn't see it from Jesse Cannon, I probably wouldn't have found Hook, at least while they had that listing. So I'm definitely super grateful for Jesse. Shout out to Jesse, making a lot of cool content.
Big up, Jesse. What up? Yeah, you mentioned something, in there where you said, where the guy said, if, you find the music that's your style or whatever. I approach Hook with none of that. Mm-hmm. You've listened to my remixes. You might hear some dope hip hop shit, some banging ass, like, where you want to pull out a machine gun type of stuff, or a machete, and then, to even some like house music, and where I would never listen to house music. I'm a hip hop head, hip hop. I grew up in that culture. And so it's awesome for me to be in Hook music and mixing the genres around, mixing everything up, and hearing, like, just try and go, okay, I DJ'd also, right? Part of my hip being raised in hip hop culture was I was a DJ. And so I always, as a DJ with records, would always try and mix genres differently to see if I can match the beats. And I have so much joy, seriously, from Hook Music app doing that, because some of that stuff that you hear on my profile, it's not in my wheelhouse. It's not in there, but Hook actually makes it possible. And I was telling Cookie, because I produce more on the hip hop side of things and maybe down tempo, but like it's still that hip hop feel to it. I told Cookie, I want to fucking try and make some of this like Afro beats and these just like the kind of like Ian Asher, right? I kind of like that style of house music. I don't know what it is, what the genre is called, but I'm like, I want to try and just do it from scratch using Ableton and the keyboards and music making tools and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to chime in on that because I really feel like Hook allows you to take the genres and mix them up how you want.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, that's what it's all about is, the mission is just to allow people to, express music as easily as possible and have the tools to where you can just have a few clicks to like find what you want, but also allow, for more unique mashups to where you can get really in depth and you have all the sound effects. Essentially, you have like a DAW, like a workstation on your phone. And we make it as simple as possible. And the filters are really, really cool. You have a ton of different genres. Right now we're doing an Afro house filter challenge. So take any track on the app and use the Afro house filter and sort of, jump into the challenge. And then you can, for this challenge, we have a custom Hook portable speaker as the reward. So, the filters that we've built with different artists and producers are really epic. And down the line, even, we're looking into ways that users will eventually be able to make their own custom filters to remix. And that can be something that, that is, I think would be really special, is to be able to, go into the app and sort of utilize different tech, whether that be AI and also, so type in a different prompt potentially for, it's like, I'm looking for this type of filter, and sort of fuse your own together there.
What about manual manipulation? Like you can stretch the sample out. I think it gives you like you give the users up to a minute, right? About that to remix. I mean, they could do it as short as they want, but then you have this like waveform that when you're making the track, on the song, you can move that around. But is there any way here or will there be a way to where you can really zoom in and pinpoint the start of a track to where you want the song to begin, and then the remix to come in as well? But also, when I say manual manipulation, there's filters in there, but you got to kind of use the filter the way it is, and
Yep.
you can manipulate. When you have two songs, you can manipulate. 50-50. 75-25. With a slider going how much of the original song, the first song that you want in to the song that you're actually blending and remixing. And I know I'm probably confusing everybody, but go use the Hook Music app and then you'll find out what I'm talking about. But will you be able to eventually in the future be able to manipulate those specific filters to get it how your ear really wants to hear it? Like a deeper remix.
Yeah, we have some new features that are being built out, and I can't exactly speak on what they'll look like exactly, but we were 100% are looking to enable users to customize their hooks even further, and sort of dive even deeper into how you can actually customize the remixes. So that would be dope. Yeah, it's definitely coming down the line, more ways to experiment, and essentially we'll be rolling out more features.
It just seems like it's pretty open, like where you guys are at now, from that starting point to where it can grow. Like I really see the potential in it, that where you can actually open those type of doors up to give people more creative freedom in manipulating the music.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. I'm like every week there's new things that are coming up where I'm like, oh, that's going to be really cool once it's live. And so there's just a ton of stuff being worked on. I'm excited for you to check it out, and everyone else. Always the team is extremely knowledgeable, and when it comes to just like tech and music creation and trying to make new ways to experiment. All I can say is I'm just super excited. Even with what we have right now, it's like I love going into the app and just messing around. Yeah. And so I'm really looking forward to what we're building.
Yeah, I want to pull up your let's see if I could figure this out. Oh, it's there. Remove, add to stage. Okay, there we go. So this is everybody that's watching at home. This is hookmusic.com. You can go there and check it out on your own, now or whenever. I'll put it up here at the bottom so you guys can go check it out, hookmusic.com. And so I am on Ben's page. So I'm going to just pull this up, Ben. This is one of the remixes that you did. Can you hear that, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a remix that you've done using the app, and people, you can see here where we were talking about filters is okay. So I clicked on the snare boost, but he's used 4 different filters on here. I'm used to using the app. I'm not used to using the desktop, but
we're still working on some just the web version in general, but so you can't it doesn't show you the full list like that, but I used a few sound effects and then the Afro House filter for this one. This is for the Afro House challenge.
Right. Okay. Let's give it a listen. Let's hear it. So this is Ben doing his thing. And what was this song that you did? This is Luke Chang.
Yeah, Luke Chang or Chang. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but
was it only one song?
What was that?
Was it only one song that you did, or
this is his brand new track, "Terrible for You." It's not a mashup, so it's just a remix with the filter. Yeah,
and I think it's pronounced Shang because it looks like in Thailand there's a province called Chiang Mai. It's spelled the same way, Shang.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'm not sure.
Luke Shang. Here we go, everybody. This is Ben's remix. You can check it out on Hook Music as well. But here's the remix that he's done for the Afro House Challenge. And I got to do this. I don't know why, but.
Voted up is something terrible for you. For you. Terrible for you. For you. You're so lovely, yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to kind of just go through. Here's another one we'll play that Ben did.
This is a different account, but
it's not your account.
If you scroll back up, you can go back to my account. If you just click on my profile on the left,
Okay, there we go. Is this your dog?
Yeah, that's my dog Archie.
Archie looks like a beast. Yeah, these are, it's pretty cool stuff that you're doing here with the music that's available.
لو كنت انت ردت الكلام كان زمانك هنا مبسوط مش زعلان ومقموط مش زعلان ومقموط خبط انت زيها انا مش بهزر وبقدم من غير حاجه بيصفر بعرفهم على بعض.
So awesome. I see down here, Hefner's down here too. I use the same song. So this is what we were talking about, where people have different things, right? I don't know if this is mine, if I did a remix of it or what I did, but this is my version of it. I'm just going to play a little bit. Well, it kind of sounds just like the same thing. I don't know if that's if this is the remix that I did of yours.
Oh yeah, that was a rehook. Yeah.
A rehook. Okay, so yeah, it kind of sounds similar to yours. But at any rate, yeah, it's really cool. Like you can is it right? Am I right or wrong? Like no two songs are going to sound the same. Besides that, it sounded a little bit more similar to your song than what I would have done, because it was like an automatic remix.
Yeah, the rehooks are meant essentially to like sound the same. Like they might sound a little different if you edit them, but essentially rehooks are a tool more so to like if a creator wanted to come in and or just yourself, you wanted to take the base of it and tinker it, you can do that. But also anyone that wants to come in and say layer a video of their own content and then share it to socials, they can do that.
Yeah, I understand. That's cool too. But, okay, so you were saying, because I tried to find to do the rehook and then put my own spin on it, but I couldn't edit for some reason. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but tell me if there's
I may be wrong. I thought we might not have rolled that feature out yet, but
we got some alpha from Ben. We got some alpha.
Yeah. If it's not live, you will eventually be able to edit rehooks to where you can take the base and edit it. But if that's not live now, it will be coming. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey,
go ahead.
Oh, but I was curious if you guys have any extensive data on your demographic of people that like to use it, the app yet.
Yeah, to be honest, I personally don't know that information. I'm pretty sure some of the team, I imagine, does, but yeah, unfortunately I don't have that information. To be honest, I can say a wide range of folks use the app. Like it's not just young kids. It's a wide range of folks that are all over the world. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting use, or an interesting group of when it comes to the community. I think it kind of ranges from all sorts, where you have people that are just interested in music, but also just kind of experimenting and so it's definitely an interesting community.
For sure. I can.
Go ahead, Cookie.
I know. I said I could see it being a wide audience, because I know some people, like, even like my father, I noticed the later he gets in life, the more he wants to tap into his creative side, but he's not going to like learn how to like play an instrument right now, but like this is something I think he would really dig, he'd open it up. And which leads me just to one other quick question. As far as the licensing goes, I've dug through the app a little bit, but it was a while ago. Are there more licensing options? Is this what's happening? Is that me? There's music happening or playing or something. Anyway, the licensing aspect of things, is there any like how broad do you think, and just in your opinion, this doesn't have to be how broad do you think the licensing is going to get? Like, for instance, when I just mentioned my dad, like, do you think someday you'd be able to remix a Frank Sinatra song with a reggaeton beat or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, we're working with partners and distributors and labels like on a weekly basis to get as much content as we can onto the app. And so obviously we're following the framework of getting everything licensed. And it takes more time to do that. But we have some new partners that we're working with that we're really excited about to bring some new content on, and potentially bring stuff like that's classic onto the app. So 100%. I mean, we'd love to have Frank Sinatra on the app. And ultimately, we want as much top tier content music wise as possible. And that ranges from all genres. It's not just hip hop and dance. It's like tapping into that soul, tapping into, classic rock, tapping into all these subgenres and making it, as much music as possible for people to pull from. Yeah.
That leads me to ask you, where are you guys, or how are you guys coming up with, the music that you're putting on the app? What is your approach that you're taking? Are artists reaching out, musicians or labels reaching out to you? And if not, and you're approaching, what is your approach to approaching the musicians to get them to come on the hook?
Yeah, so it's both. We do outreach to label partners and just different partners that we have on that front, and then also we get submissions in, and so our content editorial team works on siphoning through that and going through also in our admin portal. I mean, we have a ton of different tracks that are through stuff like Too Lost and different distributors, to where we go through and see what makes the most sense to bring on, because obviously there's a cost to bringing on this actual music ingestion. The ingestion process of getting the music to actually go live in the app costs money. So it's going through and seeing, the different popularity scores and different social stats, and then also just curating it in general. So there's there's different avenues of labels and different partners coming to us, asking if we'd want to work on different activations, and then we're also proposing different activations to artists across the board.
That's great. You guys, I want to cut you there, but you guys also dealing with the artists, you do contests. You have a leaderboard that is on the app where you give money away on a weekly basis to the top 3 people. And there's always these contests, like, you're doing this Afro House contest. You're going to give away a speaker, I think you said, something like a personal speaker. But, there was one where it was a weekend, the artist, the weekend, which, by the way, Mike Dean is one of my favorite producers. So I thought that was really cool. You had him on there. And I ended up winning like the editorial pick, and I got tickets to go to the weekend concert, which I spoke about on our show here, and which was awesome, by the way. The kid blew me away, and Mike Dean also opened up the whole show itself, as well as play with the weekend. But that was great, and it was awesome. You guys hooked the tickets up. I would, no pun intended, to the Hook Music app, but you guys did hook it up, and I was just really grateful, for that. Is this the type of stuff that you were talking about, like getting with the artists and doing these specific contest type of things to bring more awareness to their song, to their music, so on and so forth? And what can we look forward to? Any new contest that you can tell us?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly, like, not only do we want to enable anyone to come into the app and experiment and express themselves through music, but also, have the ability to go to a weekend concert, go to a festival from their remixes, earn different rewards for just experimenting. And so, like, I think that's a really special aspect, is like the challenges and different activations that we're running with artists. I'm personally jealous about the weekend concert. Like, I would love to do that. So I'm glad you guys were able to experience that. I think that's like another, just a special aspect of Hook, is like we offer these challenges to where you can, from your remixes, experience real life special events and different aspects and rewards and whatnot, to where it's not just an app to come on and obviously you can come on and just experiment, but also it leads you to potentially being able to go and see these really, really talented artists live and sort of get a deeper connection to what we're building. For future contests, we 100% will be doing more stuff like that for concerts and festivals. and then diving into other ways we can include some cool rewards. So yeah, definitely look out for more challenges coming soon. We're always looking to expand on the activation front and have a lot of exciting stuff in the works. You're muted right now, I think, or I can't hear you.
Thank you. I'm muted because they're doing some lawn service over here. Thank you so much. That's me at my highest level of professionalism. Are there any like groups or musicians that you have their music on the app that actually listen to the remixes, have heard the remixes? Do you get feedback from them? Is that like, you know, something? Do they say, oh yeah, put our music on there, but we want to hear what the heck the people are doing? And the second part question to this, are any of the artists respecting or appreciating somebody's ear for the remix that they did of their song and invite them or say, hey, we'd like to collaborate with that ear? Has that happened, or is that something that will happen or would happen?
Yeah, so yeah, with some of these different activations, some of the artists have definitely heard it. And just for example, The Weeknd has heard a number of the remixes, his team and him. So yeah, Ian Asher is actually on the app, and his hook remix was actually launched as an official TikTok sound with The Weeknd that was made on Hook.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's a Speed Garage remix of Cry For Me. And so yeah, he made it on Hook and then launched on TikTok, and The Weeknd and his team liked it so much that they were down to launch it as an official TikTok sound that's showing on The Weeknd's profile. So that was like a huge moment for us, which happened like last month or so.
Was Ian, did he win the remix contest, or it just happened to be a song that was not in, that didn't make it to the top 3 in the contest, and The Weeknd people?
No, yeah, he didn't win the contest, but he definitely
won the ear.
He won the ear. And so yeah, no, it's a really big moment for us. And
yeah,
you know, it's the Weeknd team, you know, really that campaign in general has gone really well. And that's like a huge moment for us. That's the first time we've had, you know, like an official sound launch with an artist that's a remix made on Hook. So wow. Yeah, you can definitely expect more stuff like that in the future. And yeah, ultimately, yeah, we'd love to get these remixes in front of artists to show them like this is what was made on the app, and yeah, hopefully, yeah, eventually turn it into more official sounds, potentially full lengths. I can't guarantee it, but like I would love to see that eventually. And I know G has talked about it. To where like if an artist loves a remix to a certain extent, like they can reach out and turn it into a full length, and the creator on Hook get a certain portion of the revenue. So
sure.
You know, yeah. Oh, hello.
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say that really interests me. You know, I just saw, I think it was earlier this week, I noticed it, that on Suno, this artist that was just creating AI music through Suno through text prompts just got like a $3 million record deal through some Haywood media company. And I mean, as your app and tech evolves, I think it would be interesting. You could see the similar type of thing with a DJ type of thing with you guys, like somebody doing a remix ends up being this like crazy, gets this crazy deal. The DJ is making $100,000 a gig. You never know. You know? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, ultimately, yeah, we want to allow, like, you could eventually, like, yeah, I could see, I mean, well, some people might frown upon it. I feel like you don't need super expensive DJ hardware gear to use it to, you know, have a fun time at an event. Like, so like ultimately, like, yeah, like it's sort of like, yeah, allowing you to be your own DJ right from your phone. And yeah, I think there's a lot of avenues for really cool stuff to happen like that. And yeah, we want to.
Yeah, I think it's great, dude. I really would love to hear Cookie's music on there someday, because I want to remix and you know, mess his music up in a good way, you know.
Yeah, Have, can you make my music polka music? I would love that, man.
If there's a polka filter on there, you know? I'm in.
Can we get a polka filter, Benji? Can we get a polka filter?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully soon enough you guys can customize your own and make your own filter for it eventually. That would be sick. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So, all right, man. Well, we're getting close to the hour here, Ben. I want to thank you so much for your time that you spent with us, coming on the show and hanging out and talking to us about you personally, what you've been up to, and Hook Music app. Before we let you go about your day and release you to the wild, bro. What can you tell us about Hook, the future, what's next, anything that can get us excited about? Is there any promo codes for people to download anything, or just go download the app? Plug away.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, yeah, if you guys haven't, 100% encourage you to download the Hook app. We're only on iOS right now. Eventually we'll.
Oh no. Cookie, you there? We lost Ben for a second here. Good timing.
Yeah, you had some bad connection. Great guest though, man. Dude, I'm excited. I'm gonna go back in the Hook app and play around, man. It's cool. Where to go?
He's still down. I just removed him, but he's down in the studio. Hopefully his connection gets back, and then we can close out with him. Minton, by the way, what's up, Minton? What's up, DJ? What's up, Henny? Thank you so much. And anybody else, I can't see you guys, only them because they're chatting. But my dog Minton asked, what definition / quality is the music within Hook? And I can answer that. It's good. It's top quality. You have The Weeknd in there. Big artist Ian Asher, we just mentioned. There's just I
think he's talking about like the sample rate, if I'm not mistaken. I would guess it's 192.
Yeah, they 192.
192 at 48, I think.
What did I just saw something that it's not, it's us. We're streaming now in broadcast 48 megahertz. 48 hertz rather. So but yeah, okay, so yeah, you might be right. So the quality is great. You're hearing it, the song, you're hearing the music like you would on the radio or anywhere else. You're hearing the recording. So the quality is great. And the quality of the artists that are there are great also. There's some really cool musicians that are up there, groups that are up there. So yeah. Sample rate. The sample rate I don't know specifically, but it's good, Your ear is not going to hear 41 to 48, quite honestly. Only a specific special person is going to be able to hear the difference between 41 and 48 hertz. All right, so let's bring Ben back up on the show. All right, Ben, thank you, man. We lost you for a minute. But one of our guests, by the way, Minton, has a question. He wanted to know, like, what's the quality of the music that's on Hook? Like, what is the sample rate of the music that's there?
That's a good question. To be honest, I'm not actually 100% sure, but I can definitely look into that. And
but it sounds great, Minton. It sounds great. Like you could play it in the car and it bumps. I actually do some of my remixes in the car so I can make sure that it's not too bass heavy because I love the bass. Yeah,
but I can definitely ask, and if you join the Discord or like DM me on Twitter or something, or any other socials, like I can get back to you on that front. Sorry about the internet issue. I don't know why it had to happen right at the end.
It's all good.
But yeah, I was just saying, yeah, I encourage you to definitely download the Hook app if you haven't experimented with it. We'd love for you to jump on, and we 100% like we'll take in any and all feedback. We want to build out the app and make iterations where we can, where people provide feedback on. No promo codes. It's just right on the App Store for free. And yeah, I mean, you can look out for a lot of new activations, challenges, new features, all of that, and a lot more exciting stuff. So I can definitely tell you we have a lot in store, and it's going to be really exciting moving forward for sure.
Excellent, man. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in, not tuning in, but taking the time out and just riff with us. You know what I mean? I greatly appreciate it, Ben, and love the music that you do on Hook as well. And thanks for your support as well, because you do always like my stuff and leave a comment, and so I appreciate that. So thank you again, and tell G and Shiv and everybody over at Hook that we said what's up. We got to get Cookie a hat. I want a T-shirt. You guys got T-shirts?
We don't really have any. I don't think we have any more T-shirts, but we'll definitely have more merch here eventually. Yeah, we're going through a little bit of a rebranding, so yeah,
Okay.
look out for some new stuff eventually here soon. Once
Well, hook us up when you get that stuff. We'll rep it on the show somehow, some way, and we'll wear the stuff. So yeah, we appreciate that, man. Glad to see that from the interview that we did with G to now having you on here, that the Hook app, music app, has grown, and I look forward to seeing what you guys continue to do in the future. So yeah, again, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us, Ben.
Yeah, appreciate you guys, and appreciate your support for the app. Like we really do appreciate it, and yeah, we'll be in touch for sure.
Yeah, thanks. Most definitely. I'll see you in Hook Music Land, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Peace out. That was great to have Ben on the show, man. Took his time, hung out. I reached out to him because, you know, like we like each other's music on Hook app. And once I found out that he was working with Hook, I was like, oh shit, I gotta ask him, you know, do you want to come on the show and hang out with us and talk about Hook? You know, we had G on the show, the founder and CEO of the music app itself, Hook Music app, and it was good to have him on. Everybody go to hookmusic.com, hookmusic.com. I have it up here strolling and streaming across the bottom of our page. Go download it. It's free. Have fun. If you like music, you could remix stuff and have fun. It'll make you feel good too. Trust me. If you're having a bad day or you're just like whatever, get in there. It makes me happy every time I use the app. Whenever I'm feeling like that, I just turn the Hook Music app on and boom, and I feel instant gratification. It's instant. I really do dig it. And I want to have, like what we discussed on the show, Cookie, is I would love to have manual manipulation of those filters to take that remix to the next level and make it that much closer to you, the remixer, the producer, or the reproducer. I don't know what you want to call that person. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. I think that we'll see a lot of new stuff coming out with them in the future, new added tools and filters and stuff. Very cool. Great show.
That's right.
Man.
Absolutely. So before we get out of here, I wanted to pull up hang on one second. I want to pull up myself my stuff that I've done on this music app, and wanted to just play one or two things here, and you'll be able to, like, it's really like, I don't know, I'll play this one I thought was pretty cool. And it was just two different genres of music that I mixed together, and I thought, wow, this sounds cool. It's just two different songs. So yeah, just different sounds, like different styles, genres you can mix together and blend together, and this kind of stuff comes out.
You watch the sun come over the hill, it's moving east and it feels like it's autumn.
So yeah, Cookie, man, I don't know. I just been having fun. That was some stuff I thought music wise, I was like, oh, this sounds really cool. Kind of gave me that like jam band kind of vibe, the original song with the guy singing. And then I mixed in something else that I was going through, because you pick one song and then you can pick the next song to kind of blend in what you want. And I was like, oh, this sounds like it's going to work. This sounds like it's going to fit, you know? Sometimes it's quick when I make a remix, and sometimes I really legit take my time because I'm not liking what I'm remixing. So I make sure that it's up to par with my own ear before I release any remixes, man. Yeah. But so cool that we had him on the show.
For sure, man.
Now we have a big guest next week. We have a super bonkers guest. This person's making a return on the show. Last time I was in Thailand, actually, when we did the show, I don't think we were on video yet, right? We were still on Spaces. Okay. So we will be back next week with a very special guest by the name of Chris Schwartz. He is the co-founder of Rough House Records, which was distributed by Columbia Music, Columbia Records. And he's the man behind Lauryn Hill. He's the man behind the Fugees, Cypress Hill, Crisscross Will Make You Jump, and a plethora of others. He's also
Yo, don't forget Schoolie D, man. Him and Schoolie D started Rough House together, man.
Schoolie D. Hey, well, that's why that's why we co-host the show together. That's why, I can't remember everything. Yeah. So Schoolie D, again, he's been, I want to get Schoolie back on the show too. And hopefully maybe Ice-T. That would be awesome to get the legit OG Ice-T on the show. I'm just putting that out in the universe now. And Schoolie D, I would love to talk to Schoolie. I mean, come on. I grew up on Schoolie D. He's like one of my, he's a living legend. He's like a huge part of why I got into hip hop and why I loved hip hop so much. And, so I'm like super excited to talk to Chris again to see what's going on with him. And you sent me a video of him painting guitars, like he was painting a guitar. So definitely want to get into it with him about that. Do you know anything about that you can shed light on to our listeners before we get out of here with the art on the guitar?
Just real quick, we're going to be talking a lot about that. He's been making, he talked about it on his show last time. Like he makes these wood, I don't know. I wish Golden was here with us because he knew the technical term, but it's like these facade wood and designs, but he does it all by hand with paint. And he paints these guitars and they're fucking awesome, man. And I just wanted to show you a clip of that from his studio, but actually we're going to do it live from his studio next week. So we can actually take a look around his guitars and stuff and see what he's painting. So it's cool. I think it's really neat. And I just want to say, I think it's cool. You see people working in different lanes, like he represents artists and he does his thing with that, and then he also creates. He's a creator himself, and he paints these guitars, and they're beautiful. So I'm really excited to talk to him on the show about it.
Yeah, me too. And has he ever, because you play guitar, has he ever made a custom painted guitar for you? Is it something that you can play, or is he taking scraps, or do you know how he's doing it?
Well, I know a little bit how he's doing it. I don't want to comment on the other part because I don't want to put the carriage before the horse, but we were talking about some other stuff.
Okay.
And he just brought up, he was like, Cookie, I'm making you a guitar. And I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to take it for I don't want to assume, because sometimes, but we'll see though. But if he did, I like his style. I would definitely rock it. I would rock it in public and at the shows, and then I would smash it and catch it on fire. No, I'm just kidding. But,
For sure. I want to play, because I told Spotty we'd play this song and I totally forgot. So let's play the song. It's not that long. This is Spotty Wi-Fi's new song. So check it out. Come on, Cookie.
I like it. I like that.
Numbers go up. Yeah, Numbers Go Up is the name of the song. Numbers Go Up.
Just riffing.
Yeah.
I had to bring it back.
You hook mixed it.
I hook mixed it real quick.
Number go up, ay, running it up, double it up, ay, champagne in my cup, bubble it up, ay, I'm fucking them up in they guts, ay, number go up, ay, running it up, double it up, ay, champagne in my cup, bubble it up.
Definitely bubble it out.
Fucking them up in their guts. Ay, number go up, with the
the whale talk. Feeling brand new and I can't flop. That number go up, get an airdrop. If I op running up, get a teardrop. Got big bags, that's a lot, not a little. Sleep with that thing up under my pillow. Wake up in the morning, if number go up anymore, I'ma count me some crips off a Zillow. I'm young money, new money, getting these millions. Rappers don't like me, I'm hurting they feelings. Raising the floor, breaking the ceiling. Number go up, I'm willing and dealing. My fortune was forged in the fire. Spotty Empire, the one they admire. If number go down, you know I'm a buyer. The number go up and I'm sending it higher. Go up, hey, running it up, double it up, hey, champagne in my cup, bubble it up, hey, I'm fucking them up in they guts, hey, number go up, hey, running it up, double it up, hey, champagne in my cup.
Hey, Cookie. Yo, Spotty Wi-Fi doing this thing, dude. Numbers go up. Make sure you go check it out. It's released. It's already out now. Spotty Wi-Fi, numbers go up. And I believe he's got an album to go with it. That's the single just released. Was a pleasure to have him on the show as well. And Cookie, bro, this was another great show, man. I want to thank Ben and everybody from Hook Music for coming on the show and representing. I want to thank everybody that's been listening to the show. Thank you so much for your undeniable support. We greatly appreciate you guys being here with us. We do the show for you. Really, we do. And so thank you very much for hanging out with us. We do it every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, powered by Rug Radio. We are on Abstract. We're on YouTube. We're on X. We'll replay it on Kick and Twitch and all those good places. You'll find it. Also, check out JUSRiffin.com. That's JUS Riffin.com, like you see it up there on the top. Cookie, before we get out of here, what's going on with your album? Give us a 1-2 when we could look forward to it, or a single. I want to hear something. And we've been getting props also, by the way. Your song Blue that we play in the beginning of the show. Everyone loves that song. I always get messages. So tell us.
Very cool. Very cool. Just real quick, I'm working on it, and I'm a few songs deep into it, and I feel really good about the future. I'm making an album to do my part in helping to save humanity, and I think it's coming along good. And everybody have a great day. That's pretty much all.
I like that. To help save humanity. Let's go. All right, everybody. Thank you again. This is Just Riffin. We do it every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will see you next week with the likes of Chris Schwartz, legend in hip-hop, legend in music, Schoolie D, Lauryn Hill, the Fugees, Criss Cross, Cypress Hill, and the list goes on and on and on. Peace out, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in.
Just Riffin Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. That's EST. Just Riffin, special guest and tech and talk, a musicology. Just Riffin, coming to you live at the same time here every week. Just Riffin, jump in the room, let's chop it up. It really ain't that deep. Just Riffin.